The Gaza ceasefire, a beacon of hope in a region scarred by conflict, hangs precariously. Negotiated after weeks of devastating war between Israel and Hamas, the agreement promised a phased approach to peace. Central to this fragile truce is the issue of hostages. Hamas holds a number of Israeli civilians and soldiers captive, a deeply emotional issue in Israel. The fate of these hostages and the ceasefire itself are now intertwined, with each passing day raising tensions. The initial euphoria of the ceasefire has faded, replaced by a tense standoff. Accusations fly between Hamas and Israel, each side claiming the other is violating the terms of the agreement. The clock is ticking, and the world watches anxiously to see if this fragile peace will hold or crumble into renewed violence. Hamas has announced a delay in the scheduled release of Israeli hostages. This move throws the already fragile ceasefire into further jeopardy. The group cites several broken promises by Israel as justification for their decision. Among their grievances are delays in the return of displaced Palestinians to their homes in northern Gaza. Hamas also points to the slow pace of aid deliveries, crucial for a population reeling from the war's devastation. Perhaps the most serious accusation is the alleged targeting of civilians by Israeli forces, a claim Israel vehemently denies. Hamas insists that hostage releases will only resume when Israel addresses these concerns and demonstrates a commitment to the agreement's terms. Into this volatile mix steps former US President Donald Trump. Never one to shy away from controversial pronouncements, Trump has issued a series of stark warnings and proposals. He threatens dire consequences if Hamas fails to release all hostages by a self-imposed deadline. His rhetoric, employing phrases like "all hell will break out," has raised eyebrows and fueled concerns of further escalation. Adding fuel to the fire, Trump has floated the idea of the US taking a more direct role in Gaza's future. This suggestion, while vague, hints at the possibility of American involvement in the Strip's development. It remains unclear what form this involvement might take, but the proposal has further complicated an already delicate situation. Israel finds itself caught between a rock and a hard place. The government faces mounting pressure from its citizens to secure the hostages' release. Public anger simmers, fueled by the agonizing wait for their loved ones to return. Protests have erupted across the country, demanding decisive action from the government. Adding to the internal pressure, the fragile coalition government faces dissent from within its own ranks. Hardline elements within the government are pushing for a more forceful response, threatening to topple the coalition if their demands aren't met. The Prime Minister must navigate this complex web of internal and external pressures as he seeks a solution that ensures the hostages' safe return while preserving the fragile peace.